In this video, you'll learn how to perform the streak plate technique, a method used to isolate single bacterial colonies by diluting the sample across 4 quadrants on an agar plate. We'll be using a couple household items for this experiment. This orange paint bottle right here will be the test tube with broth culture medium. It holds the bacterial culture we are working with. The broth allows the bacteria to grow in suspension, making it easy to transfer a small sample onto an agar plate. This paintbrush right here represents our inoculating loop. This is used to collect a small amount of bacteria from the broth and transfer it to the agar plate. It's also used to streak the bacteria across the plate in a pattern that helps isolate individual colonies. Right here, this lid will be our petri dish with agar, and this green foam paper will be the lid. This provides a solid nutrient surface for bacterial growth. Next, this candle right here will be our Bunsen burner. This produces a sterile flame used to sterilize the inoculating loop before and between streaks, as well as to briefly flame the opening of the test tube to prevent contamination from airborne microbes. Lastly, these scissors will be used as a striker, which ignites the Bunsen burner by creating a spark safely. Before we get started, let us label our petri dish. So we'll be flipping it upside down, and we'll be splitting it into 4 quadrants. As well as putting our name. So my name is Aryan Amin, and I'll write that near the top. We'll be putting this on the bottom of the plate as we don't want to contaminate the agar. Now we'll put it upright once more. Now, let's start by lighting the Bunsen burner. First, close the air vents by turning the collar at the base until the holes are covered. Next, slowly turn on the gas. When you hear the gas flowing, use a lighter or striker to ignite the burner. We can adjust the flame height using the gas control on the sides. Then set the flame temperature by turning the collar to control airflow. Let us pretend that we have the right flame for this experiment. Now we're going to sterilize the inoculating loop by holding it in the hottest part of the flame until it glows red. We can do this for about 10 seconds. We will now let it cool for a few seconds. We can also test if it's cool by lightly touching the loop to an unused area on the agar plate. If it sizzles, wait a bit longer. Next, we'll pick up the broth culture tube by the glass, or by the barrel in this case. We'll use the little finger on the loop hand to remove the cap. Quickly flame the opening of the tube, and we'll do that for a couple of seconds. Now we'll insert the cooled loop and gather a small amount of culture. We'll flame the tube again, replace the cap, and set the tube back down. Now it's time to streak the plate. Let's open the lid just enough to work. Gently rub the tube back and forth about 10 times in the top left quadrant of the agar plate. Be careful not to break the surface of the agar. When done, flame the loop to sterilize it again. So this is our first quadrant with the orange up here. And now let's flame for about 10 seconds. All right. Now we shall rotate 45 degrees or a quarter turn to the second quadrant. We'll drag the sterile loop through the edge of the first streak and streak the second quadrant with another 10 gentle passes. All right. As you can see to, I guess, your right, that's the second quadrant. When done, flame the loop to sterilize it again. We will now rotate the plate again. Drag the loop through the end of the second streak and streak the third quadrant the same way. As you can see here, this is the third quadrant. Pretend that we will have to mark afterwards. The 3 and the 4 I've labeled wrong, so we'll switch. This will be the third quadrant, this will be the fourth quadrant. We will now flame the loop again for 10 more seconds. Finally, we will rotate the plate once more 45 degrees. We'll drag the loop through the third streak and streak the fourth quadrant. We will flame the loop one last time. Once streaking is complete, invert the plate. Sorry. Let me show you one last time before we put this in the incubator. As we see here, quadrant 1, quadrant 2, quadrant 3, and quadrant 4. Again, I'll switch to 3 and 4, labeling on the back. As you can see, the dilution process is happening here. In this case, the paint is becoming lighter and starting to fade over time. In the case of bacterial colonies, you'll start to see them separate out, and that can be used to make a pure culture or something else for your experiment. Now let's put the lid back on. And usually this experiment will be happening in a sterile environment, maybe like a hood, for example. Once streaking is complete, we'll now invert the plate and place in a 37 degrees Celsius incubator. After 24 to 48 hours, bacterial colonies will grow, and you'll be able to examine them for further study. And that's it. You just learned how to isolate bacterial colonies using the streak plate method. Thanks for watching, and I hope this was helpful.